Well, hello, Tim Crosby here, again with a banjo. And today's topic is going to be drop thumbing in clawhammer. So if you're already familiar with clawhammer, just the regular clawhammer move, the bump ditty, the overhand, the wrapping, frailing, knocking, the many names of the clawhammer banjo style, this is for you. If you're not yet familiar with it, well, there's another video lurking out here someplace close by that will show you the kind of the rudiments of how to get started with the basic clawhammer move. So we're going to build on that. We're going to start with the presumption that you already know that move and you're starting to kind of get it grooved into your hand. So we're going to take the next step, and that's what's called drop thumbing. They're kind of a stair-step version of it. There's an entire style of clawhammer banjo playing that's called double thumbing, which is closely related to the drop thumbing. Here's how the double thumbing works. So in the regular bump ditty clawhammer move, you strike the string, then you brush, and then you pop that fifth string with your thumb. So you're actually popping the string every other time. Double thumbing, as you can easily imagine, is just you're going to pop that fifth string, that thumb string there, with your thumb every time. So this is a good way to get warmed up to the drop thumb because it's exactly the same move. Well, it's approximately the same move because in drop thumbing, every other time you're going to drop your thumb into one of the inside strings. Often it'll be the second string, sometimes the third string. But here's how that works. Here's your double thumb. So you're striking a string with your finger, you're popping that fifth string with your thumb, and then, instead, for a drop thumb, you're going to come inside. I came inside to the second string for one of them. The next one, I come back out to the fifth string. So there's something to warm up, to kind of build this up, get the move down to where you're double thumbing, fifth string only, drop thumbing to the second string. But you're not going to just only drop thumb to the second string. There'll be a lot of times when you want to go to the third string or even fourth string. So that's easy to describe. Practicing it takes a bit of repetition. So why bother is the next question. Well, it's because you can already hear the difference in the sound of, or even, it gives you a whole lot more interest musically to do that. And once you start finding there's some positions with the left hand that you can do that make nice melodies. Here's a classic example, Old Joe Clark. Without the drop thumb, it's with the drop thumb and a little bit of a different, you're going to finger the second string of the third fret, you can get this. Let me get started here. And so forth. That was messy. Yours will be better, I'm sure. Or any other of the melodic things that you do with the banjo. In fact, the biggest influence on my clawhammer style, back in the 1970s, there was an album released. Bob Carlin was on it, Henry Sapoznik was on it, there was one or two other players also on it, simply titled Melodic Clawhammer Banjo. I recommend it. I think you can still find copies. I have the vinyl. I think you can find some stuff from that. And it just changed my life because now, with this drop thumb style, you can play, usually in a different tuning, fiddle tunes. here's maybe a more accessible one. Cripple Creek, much more interesting when you get that drop thumb in there. So a short little session here. Let me repeat myself by saying, start out with the double thumbing, and then usually on the first strike of the 4 beats, two claw hammers makes up a measure of 4 beats. The first one, you're going to drop your thumb in, and then bring your thumb back out to the 5th string. So what you probably noticed, the 5th string stays in the same place as it would if you did not drop thumb, if you just did the... like that. So... drop thumbing. Thank you for being here. I'm Tim Crosby. See you next time.